it is me, and I am here for RP. Wait, no. Wrong. We're playing Factorio. I had the wrong intro in mind. Well, that happened. That's, I think that's a first. Doing the wrong intro. I've messed up my intro a couple of times, but the wrong intro? Well, that's just something completely new. So, I believe I've got everything set up and ready. So let us go and play some Factorio. Ooh, Liba. Hello. Right. Now, where are you going? Oh. They are ferrying the concrete. There is still the matter of putting a railway all the way to these places. I'm gonna make it a, That doesn't seem right. One moment. I may have some cleaning up to do before we get anything started. Just want to be sure on that. How do I get out of here without crashing into anything? There we go. Drive along the copper belt. Now then. Technology, speed module, hell yeah. There is probably patterns over there. Assume. Because there is nothing else to absorb pollution at that rate. If you look at all the surrounding chunks, they are pretty static in their pollution, but those kept flickering. Those two up there. I mean, I knew I probably missed a couple of the nests. I didn't expect it to be up here in the narrow stretch. Oh, I didn't actually check this area, did I? I just went down here. Am I correct in that assumption? No. Where's it? Wait, that was up here. I'm on the wrong. I am on the wrong, land bridge, I guess? Oh, hello. Hello! I was right. I'll need to take care of the spiders properly. I'm assuming... Oh, I wasn't correct, but... I still found some. Odd. Well, sometimes intuition helps in mysterious ways. Hello! Hey! Well, the start of my day today was... 6, 7... Quite a few hours ago. I can't come up with the exact number right now. But it was pretty good. I got my glasses fixed. The frame kind of just snapped at one of the... Well... Is it a single glass? How do glasses work? How does the singular of glasses work? Never mind. The frame snapped and one of them was just held in by sheer force of will. So now I got a new frame and I can see again without fearing that one of my eyes is about to fall out. That's not how that works. But yes. Yeah. And time to eradicate more biters because they found a way to slip through my notice. There's more down here. Did I not explore this area at all? I guess I maybe really didn't. Curious. Well, time to do that now then. Anything? Is this right next to my... They must have expanded here after that, because this is right next to my power poles. I should have seen those when I came through here. What? Oh. Stupid worm is hitting me from a distance. Okay. Get me some... These all I've eaten. Now where is there a lack of worms? This area. Maybe there's more here. I have no idea what's in this area. Whether it is actually nothing or, well, something else. Spider nests, preferably, because I would like to get rid of them, if they are any more. Ah! You're the one I probably missed. Or the main one, at least. Who knows how many I actually missed and how many actually just expanded after I cleared everything out. Was there even enough time for that? I don't know. This one I've taken... This is a big one I cleared, and then there's nothing up here. I'm probably just gonna... I think it's probably fine. I can check this area, but that's got defeated worms on it, so again, that should mean there's no more. And then I'll be happy. Because a biterless world is a world where I can relax. The worms, well, they're a different problem. One that I can solve eventually if I want to, but I really only need to solve it if I'm expanding into that area. Okay. Now time to go back, grab a bunch of rails, and start laying track. Do I want a proper rail system from the get-go? Maybe that would be a lot of rail, though. I think I'm just gonna do a loop. Do I even need a loop? It's probably a good idea to make a full loop around the place where the oil train can go. That should be good. Oh, didn't hit it. I wanted to get rid of the damaged rock. Take this, yeah. Take this gate and go around the top so I don't have to squeeze my way through the entire factory. And I'm gonna park right here. Rail. What's my... Do I have a request for rail? No. Make a request for 1,000 to infinite rail. There's the rail. Grab another. It's still trying to give me some. Interesting. Alright. I have rail, I have not as many train stops as I might like. Hold on. I've been using train stops for... well... stopping the train. That's how that works. Okay. I have everything. I need... why do I have logistic spots on me? I have the train I need. I have the... I have pump jacks. Pump jacks is a good idea. Oh. Oh yeah, we can do Mark II. That's not how that works. We can do modules. It is the second. It's just the second tier of modules, as well as thrusters. Those should be made up here and probably finished. Yeah, thrusters. Oop. Up, Fury. Yes. I'm gonna put down the... Road, please. Put down these and get them out. Because I don't want to find too much stuff. And then, what did I say? There was something I said. Pump jacks. Yes, that's what I said. Pump jack. Here, there we go. Give me 40 of those, actually. Honestly, don't know how many... Yeah, okay. Oh, that might be fair. I don't know. I'm not counting them out proper. I don't think I can just... Hey, how many how many oil fields are there? I can check... I can check the combined yield, but it doesn't tell me how many... Oh, okay. One's occupied, that one is the first one I tapped, which is almost depleted, essentially. Not that I ever deplete, but not really producing a useful amount of oil anymore. Actually, do I want... I'll probably just hook it up to a proper... field, which... this one... that one... or this one, actually. I'll just make it that one. Okay. I have all the rails I want. I have... burner mining drills? Why do I have burner mining drills? Those. That. Eat the raw fish. No. A single steel plate. Just taking up space. Why am I stumbling over my tongue? That is not ideal. Here, have the wood as well. And a stone. I'll keep a couple of plates. Good to have. Awesome. Okay. To the car. What? You are just... No, you're not lacking anything. You're just being used a lot. By... something up here. Interesting. Very interesting. Apparently... Centrifuges? Why centrifuge? Oh, because they automated the concrete production. Right. Why would I ever need this many centrifuges? Seriously. What am I trying to build? Flippin' Covarex. Yeah, I don't know. That seems way overproduced. Covarex needs like 10 to 20 centrifuges. Unless you're building an insane setup. Uranium processing another 10 maybe. That's 30. That is a 90-second craft time. So you could argue for this one, but at that point you'll have another 50 made if you're mass producing nuclear fuel. Which I could do. No, I can't quite. I'd need to set... I'd want to set up Covarex first, because that is not a lot of stuff to make the nuclear fuel with. Okay. So, to the car, and... Right, we're doing... this... that one first, and then... and also prioritize this one. And then it goes all the way to that. Okay. To the random stuff production that includes the centrifuges. That's what I'm talking about. Where do I start? If I'm doing a loop, I guess it doesn't matter. Right? Yeah. Transfer the walls and then we visit another planet. Well, first we build a spaceship to visit another planet, which might take some time because damn, those things are annoying to make. And take a long time to actually, well, build. Please tell me I can actually drive through here. Thank you. I was not checking the map to where I'm going. Low worm. Am I gonna make it a single track one way, or am I gonna double up sometimes for specifically also this bit? Do I make this one forward, one back? Also, we need a power pole. If I'm going that way, that way, that way, that way. Yeah, I suppose I'm going this way around. Can I just do this? No? Does it have a limit now? Is it? Huh? I don't get it. Since when do you have a limit to how far... You don't? Why do you not... Why do you not compute? Oh. I don't get it. Is it because you're trying to compute through a worm or something? There. There. Might be because it's trying to compute a path through a worm. Or a cliff. Or both. But I don't really care. Still works pretty well. Okay. I actually think this would work that well. I'll just have to follow this line and then build the rail from there. Okay. Cool. I don't want to go through that copper patch though. Just, no, that would... I do have landfill on me actually. Any bit of landfill. Go through... Go through here. Cool. Okay. Next step. Oh, going all the way over there. Okay. Go down here. Do not. Don't want to go. Okay. Not go do the stilts. That is a counterproductive move. Expensive and unnecessary. Right there. Go. Oh, what the? That's... Oh, right, I'm going backwards. Never mind. Everything's fine. I thought it was going the other way and I was confused. Go down. Down and around. I said I didn't want to squeeze through here, but... Well, now. Don't hit the iron patch. Don't hit the water. But continue. downwards through this. Let's follow the little road here. So I don't have to destroy through too many trees. Yeah, that's how language works. No, it's not. And bam. Okay, one more. Oh, what's the word? Stage, I guess. Stage complete. I don't think that's the word I was looking for, but it's a word that works. If it works, I will use it. Okay. Bit of a squiggle, but I mean, that's kind of the whole point. And it's just squiggling a big old loop. Avoid that. That's not a coal patch, that is a stone patch. Avoid that stone patch. Swing around to... Well... There we go. And we're done, actually. I've made a complete loop. Now, this right here is going to get a blueprint that I have that is somewhere in the library under rail stations, crude oil, train stop. I am going to put that right here. Okay. Now, time for a round of driving. I feel like I should follow the rail, not go the opposite direction. I just realized... well... The train will figure it out. But the way I set up the stations, I believe, doesn't work with a loop track like this. So it's gonna be a bit funky, but... Hey. Not enough logistics network storage... Oh, okay. What? Oh, you started trying to... Okay, yep. I'll fix that once I'm over there. That is going to be a problem. So any nests that I find close to my new track will have to be... not nests, worms that I find close to my new track will have to be eliminated, because they will also shoot at the train as it drives by, which will of course be a problem for the tracks if it hits the tracks. Let me just drive slower just a bit. Okay. There we go. Continue along. Oh, it's not really... wait. There's songs that reference the railroad, right? I suppose... That's the longest John's one with... I can't remember the melody. Or the words for the hook. That's unfortunate. Nope. Okay. Well, no railroad songs from me, unfortunately. Right? No, I don't know. Unfortunate. Well. In lieu of a railroad song, you know what, I don't know. There's not much I can offer right now. Well... You know, this whole talking about things just randomly, it's more difficult than you might think. Like, yeah, I want to share stuff, but also, I don't know, want to keep my privacy? So, what do I share? What do I not share? Is there a... I don't know. Do I have to go grab more ammo? I might have to go grab more ammo. I have to grab more rail? No, okay. I was gonna say, please don't be out of rail. That would be weird. Although I should probably grab more. I'm currently relatively close to home, so I'm gonna do that now. That way I can... continue building. No, that way I have enough ammo and rail for hopefully the entire circle, though I don't know about the rail part on that. Might have to come back once for more rail, just because I don't actually have that much rail currently. There is the ammo. You can have that. That'll definitely be enough ammo to clean up. That's not rail. This is rail. There we go. Actually wonder... No, I'm probably still faster in the car, right? Yeah, definitely. Definitely faster in the car than walking still. That comes very well later. The bump I got on my head during RP definitely still hurts. At least I didn't injure myself. Does a bump count as an injury? Or is it an injury only if it causes an injury? I don't know. I'm not a medical anything. I'm just... well, the person. Just a person who knows a bunch of stuff. A bunch of random stuff, to be fair, but stuff. Man, though. All of this talking also goes on the what? Goes to the vocal cords and mouth. I got my mouth used to all of this talking. Suppose that's just gonna be a time thing, though. The more I practice, the more my mouth is gonna get used to it, and the more I can speak, and the more I can practice. And you get the idea. Improvement. Works by practice. I just said the same thing like 3 times. Why? I don't know. Because I thought that might be interesting. Oh well. Trees. Red trees? Green trees. But they don't... Oh, wait. No, it does say red tree. I didn't know that. Brown tree, dead tree. How many tree types are there? Hold on. Not here. If I find a text... Oops. Hiccups. If I find a text box I can check, because then I can input a... emoji? Would you call it an emoji? Here. Group. Does it say anything about it? Select icon. An icon. There we go. I can insert an icon of... Nope, that's not it. Insert an icon of a tree. There's a lot of trees, actually. Tree, 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 red tree, 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 brown tree, 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 brown tree, red tree, tree, brown tree, red tree, dead, dry, hairy tree, dead, grey trunk, dead tree, desert, dry, hairy tree, dry tree, ashland tree, flaming ashland tree, that's other... Yeah, that's other planets. There's a lot of trees. Hey, look at that. One rail completely down. Now comes the next. Not even going to be signaling anything on this stretch, am I? It's all just going to be one big block that a single train goes around and around and around in a circle. If I ever want to cross this... Ooh. You will have to... Goodbye. If I ever want to cross this track, then I have to start signaling things. But since it's just a one big loop, I can go completely signalless. And be perfectly fine. To be fair, I think that also is the longest stretch from here to there. These might be similar length, but I'm pretty sure that might be the longest. I am flying through the rails, though. That is absolutely not the rails I meant to click. 1.4K. Yeah. There is worms right here that I would rather not be. Okay, where? Okay, there's worm here. You may also leave. For you are not welcome in this, I don't know. What is this? Forest? Railway? Construction site? Just generic area, I guess? You are not welcome here. In my factory? Well, this isn't really my factory, this is the outskirts. I made one big, like, zoned off area. Like, this is gonna serve me for the rest of the game, probably. Until I finish it, at least. Depends on if I continue building a proper mega base after that or not. Who knows? I don't even know if I'm gonna... No, I am going to finish it. I promised myself that. I tried 2 times now, and both times got stuck just before going to Aquilo. For various reasons. Mostly just less interest, which is why I'm streaming it, so I don't lose interest, hopefully. We'll see if that works. This game is really fun, though. Do not like that. Hold on. Squiggly is one thing, but that was ridiculous. We don't want to go left, right, left like that. Like, hold on. These are set up to enable when crude oil is under 10k. Yep. There's a train limit of 1 and priorities, but that's irrelevant for how I've got the loop set up right now. If I ever hook this into a bigger network, then that might become relevant. Actually, not the priority, but the train limit and the turning it off, really. I could just keep running the train back and forth, but on the loop I could just keep running the train around and around from station to station until it fills all of them up. But I can also just skip stations that don't need to be filled up right now. So this works out perfectly fine. Hello everybody. May I introduce you to my gun? It is a lovely piece of equipment that shoots uranium. How does this actually work? I suppose they're uranium tipped rounds. What does the factory does the factory PDF say anything more than hey, here's how this works? Rounds. That one says piercing rounds. Really doesn't say much more than just these are uranium rounds, whatever that means. The normal ones are called just firearm magazine. Considering they work in both a pistol and a submachine gun, yep, that's what this thing is called. They are really just generic firearm magazines. Considering their shape, they must be interesting to fit into a pistol. Yeah, then you got piercing, which is just a different design of bullet. Actually, these are made of iron, which I suppose, in lieu of not having lead in this game, is the equivalent of just lead bullets. Just pure, full metal bullets. And then this is copper plated with a steel core? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've learned about how bullets work. And then these ones are made from those with uranium. So maybe these are hollow point or something. And then you put the uranium in the tip and you got, for some reason, what the hell? Triple, wait, 8, 16, yeah. For some reason that triples the amount of impact damage you can do. How does that work? I don't know. But it does. It's not even like radiation damage, which doesn't even exist in Factorio, but it's just more damage, whatever damage means in this context. Like, apparently adding uranium increases the capacity of the bullet to do harm to its target. How it does that? Well, without taking forever, because it's radiation, and radiation usually just takes forever to do anything. Unless it's in incredibly high amounts, which 238 really isn't, because that's the whole reason we need 235 for making power, because it's not... Is it because it's not as powerful, or is it because it's just... I don't actually know. Well, for some reason we need 235 and not 238. And if that's the same reason, it's less... If it's for that same reason less deadly, then I don't know why adding it to... I guess... Actually, what... How hard is uranium? Maybe that's why it's doing more damage. That's maybe the better question. And probably the simpler question. If it's just that uranium is super hard, then yeah, okay. Bullet made from uranium would do a lot more damage than maybe steel or copper would in by itself. Steel and copper, I suppose, because they're made of steel and copper and normal bullets. Which... I don't know where the normal bullets go in that crafting recipe. Like, you make a normal metal bullet, and then you somehow add copper and steel to it, and then you somehow add uranium to it. How does that work? Game design gods? No. Game logic gods? Game design gods? Nah, whatever you want to call it. Either works, really. They started slightly snapping... Oh. Is it snapping to the rail, or is it snapping to a direction? Hold on. One moment. I think it might be... Nope, it is... I don't know. Well, it seems to be ever so slightly snapping to the cardinal direction. Yeah, it does not seem to be snapping to the rail direction. Otherwise I would be following these rails as well, but they are a lot harder to follow than the left and right was. Interesting. That is a really good change, and I am out of track. Well, unfortunately that means I have to head home, because I cannot get any more track from anywhere else. Cool. Okay. Well, time to... Yeah, grab more rail. What am I saying? I don't know. I should probably just grab the belts from... Purple Science? Yeah, should be Purple Science. To fill up my inventory with more track. Yeah. They're trying to give me the rails and then bugger off. Yep. And this is the purple science. Ooh. It's not actually that full. I expected this to be a lot fuller. This is gonna stall purple science for like a moment, but I don't care. All this researching is mining productivity right now, apparently. Let's actually get the flammables, explosives. 1,000. Yep. Weapon damage, and that one. Pull this weapon damage forward. That's what something I'm actually using. And then these go into okay. These go into research that needs to be done on planet, so I can just research those. It's not gonna hurt much. I don't have enough limit set for that. No. Okay. Let's get that out of my hurry, please. Where is the storage? I'm gonna add a couple more storage boxes. Just a few. How did you end up there? Oh well. Ooh. Still bottlenecked on the blue sounds anyway. Even though it's still running at increased capacity. I'm just gonna upgrade the whole thing. See what runs out first. Make me science. Okay. Well, I have a bunch of rail again. Did I want to bring anything else? No, I think it was just the rail that I wanted to do. Because, well, ow, that's a wall. Because I ran out. Yep, that is the reason why I'm bringing more rail. Because I'm out of rail. That's very self-explanatory, right? I think so. I'd say so. Bleh. Fuzzy mouth. Too much talking. Trying to drive and drink at the same time. Usually you're not supposed to do that, but I don't think they're referring about water. I don't think that's referring to water. Okay. Fresh new mouth. If only. Fresh new mouth, I might be able to teach it to speak properly. But alas, I'm stuck with the mouse. Mouse? Yeah. I'm stuck with the mouth I have. For the foreseeable future, at least. Oh, hello. Please go away. You are not welcome in my... Oh. The big worms hurt. Big worms hurt a lot. Oh. Rail got damaged a bit over there. This is a minor concern, actually. Because something well, that was brought to my attention while looking through other Factorio content, just for stuff. If fighters expand to that edge, I have a chance to put something on this side of the water. So I'm just gonna put a line of turrets here, whose whole purpose is to catch out those instances. So I don't know if they can do that if I've built here, actually. I don't think it's a full guarantee, so I'm just gonna do it. There we go. That should prevent anything from spawning over here and causing more than a mild annoyance. Right. These are big worms. Okay. Do not get hit by these. They know how to fuck up a car. And they know how to do it well. Alright, now that I'm here also, it's time to set up. Ooh. Really? From all the way over there? Damn. Alright. This is connected properly. Cool. Okay, you start there, 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 there. That one, that one, that one. This one. That direction. Okay, left. Not up, that's not gonna work. Left, there's more down here. Left, right. These four down here can point at each other. This one goes right. These two. Both of them. And these go right. And there we go. The full. Yep, full thing tapped. That is not good. Accidentally recorded a second of footage, apparently. Nope, that's not it. That just opens the deconstruction planners Factoripedia. Huh. You can recycle what? You can recycle okay. Legendary deconstruction planner, anyone? I don't even know if that works. I do want a deconstruction planner that says whitelist 3. Goodbye 3. I would build around it, but I want a clear vision. These biters might actually... That is a problem. these spiders are actually going to be attracted by pollution, which means this wall is going to get a bit more than just the occasional expansion party annoying it. Right. Well, don't I have a blueprint in my... Yeah. I have a deconstruction planner in my blueprint book for that exact purpose, for just putting a random item on there. Okay, let's connect all of this. Here we go. Go. Okay. This can... might need more pipes, but that's fine. I'll deal with what I have for now. There's certainly... Okay. I'm gonna keep it at that for now and use the remaining pipes once I've actually connected this up, because that would be its own interesting challenge. To start... Okay. That works. And... there we go. This... it's not nice. That's not a nice way to do that. Put that over here. Okay. Yep, that works. Connect that up to there. Perfect. This one can connect into here. Already connected with... oh no, this one has more to give. But I don't think I can just... complicated. Well, let's do this. That one, and then this one goes like that. And then the rest I have to deal with. Another time. Okay. 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 Got all of the power poles where I want them. Oh, nope, not quite. Maybe down there. They're just gonna pump into nowhere, apparently. That's not ideal. You're gonna stop if I do that? No? What are you... Oh, you have a... Okay, you have an internal buffer. Okay, so you're probably filling up that internal buffer to a degree and then stopping. Yeah. Target full. Okay. Cool. And this is filling up the tanks beautifully. I'm gonna put the train right here. I need to fuel this train. That is a different problem. That is a very different problem. Okay. Never mind, I'm not going to put the train right there because I need to fuel it, apparently. Lately forgot about that somehow. I don't know how I forgot about that. That is a good question. You, I do not need anymore. I'm in pin on a copper patch. As a reminder, once upon a time to make another copper mine, but I have a good copper mine now. So, pretty sure it was on the patch that the pin was for anyway. Should have removed it when I built that, but I forgot. Trains! Trains! Oh, there's a worm. Hey, look, I can queue the other plant discoveries. Okay. Worm spawn. Rail. Continuing. There's another worm patch right there. Unfortunate. Have to go through them. Hey, let me through tree. Considering I'm not really using these shields, how much would it be to double put them? Just a few batteries and steel. Yeah, that's easily doable. Once I'm home. Oh, back at base. Do you call that home? I don't know. It's not really a home building kind of game, so calling it a home might be a bit of a stretch, but it is a place where I mainly keep my things. If you want to call that a home, then you can call that a home. Oh. I suppose base is more appropriate for the most part. That covers every definition. Home base is a thing that people say as well, so yeah, probably some merit to both. I wonder what people think the difference is between a home and a base. And why you'd call it a home base. Maybe because it is your home and a base. You know? Words are weird. So is language. It's all made up anyway. All just constructs of our ancestors deciding to need a way to communicate with each other more efficiently than pointing. And here we are. All over the world, we've got people speaking different ways of... I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. I had a point, I lost it. Lost it. Completely lost. Lost in the depth of my brain. Anyway. We've almost made the full circle. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough rails. That might be a problem. Bzz, bzz, bzz. How much does a Roboport use? I mean, max consumption is 2 megawatts. This only produces less than a megawatt. But that is... What are you doing? Oh, it didn't actually actively remove... Okay. Didn't actively remove the blueprints that were not in... that were not loaded. Not in loaded chunks. Fortunate. Oh well. That's easily fixable by removing them manually. Oh no, not again. Okay, this time at least I brought some... This time at least I brought some iron plates to make pipes. That is funny. Imagine if I came here twice without enough materials to make, to finish the pipes. That would have been funny. Hello, worms. Please vacate the beachside property. Although those were natural spawn worms, I don't think those were part of a base. Because anything that's part of a base usually has the, that stuff beneath it. I don't think I ever found the single worm. Like the single lone worm spawn that you can get. Or I might have just killed it at some point. It's entirely possible with all the worms that are on this map. Ah, here we go. Finally need to put some landfill. But, yeah, that's enough. Whee. Okay, almost there, and then it's just one last... What is that word? There's a word for these things. Stretch. Stretch is a good word for it. I'm still not sure if that's the word I was looking for, but it's a good word for it. One last stretch of rail. And absolutely not enough rail. That is... nope. Alright. Time for another supply run, in which I will get enough supplies for 3 Roboports. Personal roboports. That's the one I'm trying to make. Too bad personal roboports don't actually require roboports. Otherwise this would be a lot easier. Then I'd already have the roboports on hand. Ugh. Yawning. That's just rude. Okay. What do I need? Steel batteries and gear wheels. Yellow. Yellow hanging behind. Just... okay. Just the fact that it's yellow. Blue seems to be catching up. It is limited by the... these, though, as expected. Even that is fixable. Okay, bunch of steel. Batteries and gear wheels. Can I find... yeah, you have gears. Can I grab just gears from you? Too much to ask. Nope, I can. Okay. Just gears 40 per for 3, that's 120. And then the last ingredient is batteries. Those are on one of these belts right here. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Oh, this coal patch is almost empty as well. Look at that. Last bit of this, last bit of the starter patch. 38k remaining. How nostalgic. Ah, nose. Does that count as nostalgia? I don't know if that counts as nostalgia or is that if that's something else. Nose. Stop itching. I do not need to sneeze. Where are they? There. 3 more roboports just like that. I can fill this in more with exoskeletons probably, yeah. They're just 30 kilowatts. I do kind of want another one of these reactors. That shouldn't be a problem. I find the processing units and load into these structures. Should be easy enough. I make boxes for those, and they should be full because nothing should be using them. You can have the rest that I own. And bottom. Perfect. That's gonna replace a bunch of solar panels. In fact, it's gonna replace all of the solar panels because screw these things. Throw those into the trash essentially. Put this here. And there we go. Now I do have the belt immunity equipment, which is annoying because it's a 1x1 slot. What am I gonna do with that? Do I care about belt immunity? Not really. I'll put that in storage now. Wood, go away. Okay. Cool. What do I put in the rest? Roboports. Hold on. Buttons, what am I pushing? This. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do want one more roboport. I also want to make this symmetrical. There we go. This is gonna make it symmetrical. Used a bunch of energy, but energy is free, literally. What I say, one more roboport, because then I'll have 50 construction bots going at a pretty decent range. 60 by 60 plus 1, that's even more. Need another 45 batteries and the iron gears. Okay, look at that. There we go. Gears and batteries right next to each other. Boom. Awesome. These are... that's... Walking essentially takes almost one of portable fission reactor. Where's my car? I should have enough rail to finish the... There we go. Finish the railway. Hey, look. Put down another... Put down another solar blueprint. And get rid of some of these worms because they're going to be in the way of the solar. They're small worms even still. Right, yeah. I have to go up here to the other train station. That's where I stopped, so that's where I continue. Though. Hello, okay. Do a flip. Actually, can you... Can't. You can't move stuff between groups, unfortunately. I would just like to just separate out these things, but you can't. You remake them. Which is unfortunate. Unless there's like a key combination that lets you do it. Nothing got on the tracks. Oh, I did nick the water here. Trying to avoid doing that, but no. Not that big a deal. Just means it doesn't look quite as nice. Almost there! Hooray! And I just have to figure out how to fuel this thing. Hmm. Suppose this one right here can come down for a fueling station. Oh, hello. We got guests. There we go. One complete circle. 67 construction area, yeah. That is quite a bit. 50 robots to do my bidding. Oops. Okay. Doesn't actually do much when I don't take them out. It irritates them. I wanted to take a branch right here. So I guess I am gonna have a couple of signals. I wouldn't need them because it's still only gonna be one train. But it's better to just at least start signaling. Do I have the correct buttons to press? No, apparently not. Just a T section on a one-way? No. Why would I have built that? That's pointless. Okay. It's this way around, yes? Yeah. That way around. That way through. There we go. Now you can... That's annoying. Okay. Moving this slightly to the right. Just far enough. So I can run it straight down. Where is my fuel? I'm bringing it up here, so that. Should do. Right, and some of it is even going to be built by the bots at base. Big is the... Oh, actually, it's completely absorbed already. I'm gonna see when I actually start the train. Then I can see what the kind of pollution production over there is. Probably not going to be that bad. That really goes pretty easily. Okay. Signal. Signaling is gonna be outgoing, incoming, outgoing, and incoming. There we go. A train station. Or Kiska. Nope. You are going to be out of fuel. Rocket fuel. Train limit is gonna be 1 for now. Just in case, and I'm gonna make this green because technically because of nuclear fuel, but it's just what I kind of gotten to know to be kind of silly. Where did I think I'd be feeling? Yeah, whatever. I request a chest, please. No, don't wanna just. I don't really want to run the belt. Kind of just wanna. Where's the requested chest? I don't have a requested chest on me, you know that? Yep. Rocket fuel. 60, please, so we can just throw it all in there. And then I probably need to put some into a provider. There we go. Does this have coverage? Nope. Not yet. Now it does. Throw all of that out. There we go. Fully fueled train. Group. It's just gonna be the wall oil train. Oh, the wall oil group, just in case I ever need more of those. I doubt it, but hey, good practices, right? They're important. You will want the oil field as well as the oil wall. At the oil field, you will want to wait until full cargo. Fuel station is not okay. And at the oil wall, you will want either empty cargo or where's the circuit condition? Is remind me. Doesn't even show me the capacity before I. Wait, it reads the contents of both? Okay. It reads the contents of both, which means it's a combined value that it sends to the thing. So when it's less than 10k, it's disabled. No, when it's less than 10k, it's enabled. And one of these stores 25k, so 50k. I'm gonna say oil, empty cargo inventory or oil greater 49,000. Interrupt. Refuel. Rocket fuel. Find it, there we go. Nope. That button. Interrupting other interrupts. This one, yes. Good. Oh, condition. Full fuel? No. Fuel. Any locomotive. That. Less than 10. Go to refuel. Weight condition. Fuel. Full fuel. Save interrupt. Drive. Have fun. Yeah, it's gonna take a big old round trip. But that's really what I expected it to do. I take a lot of those. Okay. Next order of business. Base. Actually, maybe blue circuits? Maybe iron? What's with the iron? Just being used elsewhere. It's unfortunate. I can find a way around that if I can figure out the spaghetti. I think that's the biggest problem with it. I need to work around the spaghetti. Let's see. Something with this. Let's see here. I got one belt coming in here, one belt coming in there. This is 3 red belts, which is 30, 60, 90. That is 2 blue belts, yeah? Can agree on that? Cool. I'm gonna put a hitter here with output priority to the right. Then I'm gonna put this here. And follow the spaghetti. I'm gonna want to do this in person because I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to wait for the bots every time. Keep the factory running in the meantime. That is unfortunate. That's a power pole in the way. One of them should go down, so it's gonna be this and that with input priority from there, output priority from there. This one. Ah, dang it. Input priority right, so I can put in a belt right here. Well, this is a bit complicated with spaghetti, but absolutely doable. Then we have one here with output priority left. There we go. What is that trickle for? Oh. Oh, is this using that much iron? Oh, right, yeah. It's because it uses that much iron if it wants to. Maybe I should make more smelters. Maybe I need more ore. Oh well. For now it'll do. Do you want to keep this going a little more? Or can I go that way? There we go. How do I fit in here somewhere? That looks promising. Oops. Put priority left. One here, here. And go Input priority right. Output priority left. Stop. I'm not immune to belt moving anymore. That's not okay. That needs to be red because belt weaving. Okay. Now it is perfectly a problem of throughput. Or input, rather. For example, if I do this, I should prioritize the things that are not the science. Okay, that uses this thing. Well, it should definitely overflow. Yeah, look at that. Definitely have enough iron to satiate the... Oh, but not enough of the steel. That is... Man. I do just need more iron smelters, don't I? I mean, I kind of have the input here. If I... Huh. I'm curious, if I tell this section of here to disappear and then put it back where I found it. No, that's just weird. It'll replace them weirdly. I was thinking maybe that's a way to just put them back, but not really. Not really. Okay. So... Base platform? What do we name the ship? Gonna name it... Not very practical, just nice. You'll be the cozy toaster, because why not? Pum pum pum. Rocket must deliver a space platform. Got that. I think I already made a second one. Yeah. Got a starter pack in my inventory right here. Throw it in a box. There we go. Could just thrown it in a trash slot too. It had the same effect. Uh, anything you don't need anymore? Just throw it down, please, because I'm gonna be able to use those. Alright. Space platform created for planetary travel. Fun. Bloop. Did I mention how much I do not like this specific mechanic? Well, okay. I need, like, only one thruster. I'm not trying to go fast. I just need forward. I do want... a bit of this. Am I gonna solar power this, or am I gonna put a reactor up here already? I think I'm gonna go with solar for this one. Do for storage. Okay. Then a thruster right about there. Cool. You, of course, need... fuel types. Carbon, iron. Type for this. I'm not gonna be very commentating it well during this because this is developing something like this. I'm not gonna be able to talk that easily. Water. Water I get up here through melting ice. Or at least I'm not gonna commentate very coherently. Who does? Ice melting. Water. That makes 20 per second, which is more than enough. Heck, this is more than enough. I don't want this to go fast, like, at all. I just want it to go. Ice, yes. Ice, carbon, and iron ore. Crushers. I need crushers. Those materials into bits. Oxide, metal, and carbon. Cool. Put you there, there. Filter for this. And filter for bone. Then belt's gonna go here. platform goes up till... If I want to grab her arms back here, where would those be? Go right here. That's not nice. So we need to put this. Can fit. Actually, I can fit these like this. Fit you there. Fit this like so. Ground? No. Like so. Underground. That means I can put that on there. Okay. Even minimized some... Oh, that's not gonna work. I can put you right here. Cool. There we go. You filter oxide, you filter carbon, you filter metallic. There we go. And I can put here. And insert. Okay. I don't know if I can I do anything with this free space? I don't know. Unless I can fit more of these in there? No, but in that case, you down by one. Then I can fit this in here. There we go. Cool. Now it's just a matter of getting up the front, which is gonna have a line of turrets. Normal turrets, please. Just going the center probably, but there. This right here needs ammo production. I don't currently have a way to make red ammo in space. Do I? Copper? No. What's the way to make copper in space? I think there's a way to make copper in space, right? No? I thought there was a way to get copper to make piercing magazines. Or did you need to import? Do I need to import that if I want it? I guess I might also import uranium magazines. At that rate, it would have the same effect. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because the that's like 25-50 per rocket. Meanwhile, you can throw hundreds of copper plates on the rocket, or thousands actually. On the copper, yeah, 1,000 copper plates you can throw on a rocket. It's a lot more efficient. Steel you can make. That's easy enough. Though for the inner planets at this speed, normal ammo is going to be more than enough. So let's make a assembler. An assembler, a furnace, and that's it. Turrets. I don't have. There's no storage on these, so I have to deal with the fact that they. I wish I could just reduce your range, because I'm like, don't shoot at all of that. That's overkill. Why would you shoot at all of that? I don't need to shoot like this wide. I will need... There's something I do need. One back here. Somehow. There it is. Didn't leave enough room, did I? I can move something, okay. Move that. Perfect. That aside. A bit further, can I? What? Probably not. No. Oh well. Need another crusher for... Okay, yeah. Right, I didn't copy that one because I couldn't see it properly. But that's perfectly okay, because that's all worked out great. Ammo. Be 3 per second for a single. Me. Which this one only makes 0.6. Interesting, eh? I can do speed addition. I don't want to make steel accidentally. So this should put iron ore on the belt, which should be fed into the furnace and then fed back out as iron plates, which can then be fed into the assembler into the gun. Right. Okay. Interesting that it's not really shooting more. But I will do some manual shooting. Processing units. 6. Look, we're discovering the planets. Oh, lovely. 1,000, 2,000, 2,000. Also 2,000, okay. You can go first then, actually. Electric furnaces. Give me what you got. Then okay, you need 3. These. Implants. No. Okay. It's 3 chem plants. Oh, I still haven't finished the complete furnace. Complete. Gun turret. should just be about enough to cover it. Put some heavy hands. Along this side. Wrong buttons. And then put some up front here. Okay. And a lot of storage, right? That's, yeah. Gonna cut this back. Now, this one and this one definitely properly, and should be able to hit all medium asteroids, hopefully, in the extent of absolutely breaking the shit out of them. How do I... Yeah, move. Hold on, I'm gonna flip this entire thing. Go. This, no problem. All right. Now I believe, in theory, this should work once it's built. Oh, give me a single thruster, please. Actually, not waste a thruster today. Okay, thruster. Anything else that's low? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You might as well shoot all 10. Or 1, 2, 3 crushers. 3, 4 crushers. That's fine. The speed module 2s. those are gonna go up there. Did I put the three of these? Okay. And then anything else that needs up there that is not very more than once. I do still need the trash system. I can set that up in a moment. Nothing to do with sending stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have no idea. Okay. In that case, just take the remaining in space platform. Deliver that cargo to the Cozy Toaster. And resume automatic requests. Alright. I wanted to do the trash removal, which is as easy as going to space science and grabbing a quick copy. Here you go. Alright. I completely neglected power, didn't I? That's on me. Oops. This isn't gonna function at all. Not in the slightest. There, have some solar panels, I guess. Well, it probably will work. I don't know why it shouldn't work. Although it is going to be... it is going to be a very funky spaceship. Well, let's just kind of watch it build. Or check on whether or not we even have enough. Okay. Ooh, okay. I should replace the productivity modules. I am not making I am not making those productivity modules. That is so pointless. Uh, cannot reorganize space platforms. That is sad. I mean, I can either extend or trim this if I need to make more power. I can also just add a few more. I'm only gonna get what's spilling off the sides in terms of chunks, tiny ones, but that should be more than enough. Look at it build. Glorious. Hey, grabbed a lot of productivity modules. Right, productivity on speed reduces quality, which I don't care about quality right now. Products finished, 27. 27 rockets launched? Damn. Hey, that's productivity modules 2. I'm gonna throw these back where they're supposed to be. Well, supposed to is a strong word. No. Too many circuits wasted if I start production on that. How many? Oh, there. How many can I make? 10? Cool. Make 10. And up it goes. More rocket. It's already going as fast as it is. Still, there's no reason not to just speed it up as fast as possible. Oh, I've even unintentionally sped up this little one. Just a bit. Oh, that's on me. But also, it doesn't really matter. Pretty sure the productivity here helps a lot. How's the power here? Pretty okay. Good. Okay. Solar panels are already here. So, nothing's working yet. Wow, go, honestly. With the amount of power. I mean, I could calculate it. Does it say max consumption? Yep, it does. Okay. Power. 217. Oh, that's a lot of math. Okay. Calculator time. Whoops. 217 times 3 plus 558 times 4. 558 times 4 plus 72 kilowatts times 8 plus 72 times 8 plus the furnaces 336 80. Okay, that is, yep, 396 plus 396 times E plus the one assembler 55 plus 59.3 times 41 times 41 equal to 7 gigawatts. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. So that is megawatts. No, not gigawatts, megawatts. I want 7 megawatts of power for peak. I currently have 1.6. So I might not be quite there. Let's see. I mean, if you take this number and divide it by 60, you would need, that's right. What is happening? 7,000. 7,000 divided by 60. That doesn't... Oh no, is that 120? What? Am I... Need 120 solar panels? Seems... That's something. If in atmosphere... What about in orbit? How does an orbit work? It says in atmosphere. What about in orbit? 1% solar power in space. Ah, 60%. 120. 300. 200. 600. Okay. So... Aquilo is not where I'm going anyway, so 120 is the... Is that 120%? 60 times 1.2, 72. So take this, no, take this number and divide it by, already forgot, 72. 100. I'd need 100, really? That is interesting. Okay, almost there. Just a delivery of gun turrets and crushers. And we're done. And the crushers... Of course, one of the most vital components that comes last. Oh, and somewhere in here there's rotated ground belt. There we go. Now we're proper. Here comes the ore. And here comes the fuel. Very nice. Of course, here at Novice, ice is the rarest of the materials. But once we get going, we are gonna be getting a bunch. Can I think I can rotate this without any problem. Air belt. I want this to be the opposite direction. I don't want to throw everything overboard. just before I decide to throw it into the yeah, processing. I kind of want to process all of the chunks that are coming down, grab wherever you need, and then throw any excess overboard. Alright. Oh yeah, there's so many pipes up here. Okay. We're going to Folgora. I'm not gonna start from absolutely nothing, because that is a incredibly annoying way to... Actually, nope, keep those. That is an incredibly annoying way to play. Or to the... It's fun the first time, but when you've done it before, it's kind of... well... it's a bit annoying, doesn't it? Okay, let's see here. Folgora starter pack. Solar... no, not solar panels, but accumulators. Grab me 2 stacks of accumulators. Stack of bots. What else do I need on Fulgora? I could... oh, by the time I need trains, I can make them myself. To get started... hold on. I guess miners, maybe? Bring some miners over. I don't have the bigger miners yet. I'm gonna start by telling you to turn off this group and trash unrequested. I'm gonna be not needing any of this stuff. I want to go to space. Okay, hold on. Fulgora, where are you? That's under space, planet, Fulgora. No, just look at the tech tree. We got mine, the vault ruin, process, scrap, then holmium, electromagnetic, and that is, yeah. At which point... the one thing you really need in the beginning is accumulators. And a lot of the towers you can only craft over there, so that's not really helpful. call this one novice. That's the group I've been using on novice. Novice. Sounds like I'm saying a novice. I don't have to do the values correctly here. I haven't really thought about. Well, well, well. It's just more of logistics, but can do something about that. This one spot is silly though. Oh well. Read logistics, robot stats. Signal. Available. They. Signal Y. Alphabet. Total available X. X equals 0 and Y less than 1000 for now. Output, just check. I will check one. This is logistics. Okay. Same for instruction bots. Total construction buses T available is Z. Actually, I should spread these out. That and the total construction velocity. Yeah. Okay. It's equal to 0. Check 1. Check 1. Okay. Now, copy that one over there. Disassemble this one. Because... yeah. Make space. Wish I could just tell you to, you know, not stock any. Send them to any other roboport. But that doesn't work. Unfortunately. Oh. Yep. 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 Cool. Everything loaded? Looks like it. Do I want any... Do I want to bring anything else? Anything. Like, at all. I have weapons that I don't need because it's not a thing. I got my robots, I got decent armor. You make mech armor, yeah? You make energy shields, you make batteries, you make me overpowered. So that when I go to the other planets, I'm good. And like, the one thing I get from here is foundries and mining drills, which not relevant. Cliff explosives, marginally useful. For liquefaction, activity, support foundations, turbo transport belts. None of that is immediately useful on Bulgora. The mining drills are a bit, but honestly, it's mining drills. Oh, speaking of mining drills. Mining drills and power poles. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Still thought of something to bring. I'm gonna just bring a stack of drills, 2 stacks of drills. No, for Fulgora, a stack of drills is more than enough. Especially for just the early game. I can make my own stack of drills and a stack of... For this one I might just do 2 stacks. 2 stacks and the... big ones and some substations. All the power poles, please. Because they're going to be very helpful to distribute all of the power that I'm going to make over there. Do I want to send the roboports along? Probably not. I'll make those once I can make them. Inserters and stuff. Just gonna make them there. I would bring these, but I need to make them over there. So, well, if I need anything else, I can always send the platform back. Okay. Whoa, hiccups. Okay. How's the oil? Sleeping. Destination stop full. They are all fully filled up with oil. Well, as much as they need to be. Completely defended. No expansion parties getting into my territory. What's going on here? Oh. Well, I am making one trip before I leave this planet. Any others that need fixing? No? Bring a... Okay, hold on. I need a single pipe, a single radar, working, that is working. Looking good. Okay. Pipe and a radar, and where's my car? That's a tank. Car's over there. Already finished. May have already finished. Well, in that case, give me just a moment. I'm fixing the defenses. And then we can go on a trip. Going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship. Except it's a rocket platform. Guess it doesn't quite work. Oh well. Vroom vroom. This one? Yep, this one. Hello. I am here to pipe your dreams? What am I trying to say? I'm here to lay some pipe. There we go. We've laid some pipe. Now... other one is all the way to the west, and that's gonna take a bit. In the meantime... Only was as good of a rambler as the narrator of the Stanley Parable. Although he probably didn't actually ramble that, he probably had a script. Someone wrote that with intent over the course of a longer period of time. I would hope so, because, well, actually, let me take that back. Because, hey, if you can do that, go for it. I wish you the best of luck. I don't think you need luck for that. Have fun with that. I think it's the more appropriate response. Okay, there is radar coverage there, so I want radar coverage here. Got it, got it. And you're still waiting on a free station. Which is fair. We'll see how that actually fares. Alright. Time to return to base. Final checklists. Anything else I need? Anything at all? Got power poles, I got... I want to bring rail ramps. Find concrete, I don't even have those. Rail? No. 100 per train. Easy to make, relatively. And not that necessary early game. Like, yeah, it's easy to make, but I'm not looking for easy to make. I'm looking for very useful early game on Fulgora. I don't care what might be useful later. But early game is when I don't have a lot of stuff. That's when I want power poles and bots and accumulators, bots, accumulators, storage chests. Wanna bring some chests already? Probably not, I'm just gonna be my own storage chest. Heck, I get steel, so they're not difficult to make. Lights, don't care, not that much. Power, no. Drills, I am pretty sure I got, right? Yep. Got drills, I got, don't need that, don't need that. Furnaces. You don't smelt, you... Yeah, no, you don't smelt anything on Fulgora. Assemblers, but those I can make very easily. Oil processing, yep, easy. Labs, no. Modules, raw materials, no thank you. A cargo bay. No, not a cargo bay. Cargo landing pad. That one I will grab. Drop my stuff down easier. Oh, sure, look at that. Oh, wait, I want to craft a cargo landing pad I'm gonna need. Tad of steel. That wasn't enough. Tad of steel, and the rest is way too far over here. Where am I going? Blue circuits. 10 of them. Well, if I want to kickstart the recycler process, I can bring some looped circuits. Like how 300 out of a rocket capacity. Don't want to bring 300 circuits. No, we're going to be making more than enough later. Like if I go here and look at scrap recycling, that's 2%, but I suppose I could. I suppose. Use the recycler. Cargo landing pad, please. Please and thank you. Okay, fine. I'm bringing the 300 blue circuits as well. That's the last thing, and then I'm not enough to fill one rocket. Yep, not quite. I need you to build another rocket. Like, I need to get to space as well. Okay. Just barely got everything up into space. This. We backed up now. Well then. What's this? 2000, 2000, 2000, 3000, 3. 2, 5, 3, 3, 4. Damn. Impressive amounts of science. If from here on out I need to do anything on Novice, I can always Roboport creep my way to wherever I need to be. Trees. Everything is good here. And those were trees. Okay. Travel to that space. The cozy toaster. However, thank you very much for watching. For today, that will be enough. I hope you had fun. And I wish you a lovely morning, day, evening, or night. I will see you again when I see you again, but for now, please, take care, and bye-bye.